There's a strange moment that happens sometimes. You're sitting in a room you know. The same walls, the same light, the same smell, and yet, everything feels slightly wrong. You look around, and it's all there. Your phone, your bed, your clothes. But it's like your mind doesn't recognize any of it. You blink, and for a second, it feels like you're watching your life from someone else's eyes. Reality is still there, but you're not part of it anymore. It's not pain, it's not fear, it's something quieter, something emptier. A kind of stillness that makes your heart ache without knowing why. You try to shake it off, but that feeling stays. That strange sense that everything has lost its weight, that nothing really means what it used to. You smile when you're supposed to. You talk when you should. You go through your day like a script you already memorized. But none of it feels real, and you start to wonder, when did this begin? When did life stop feeling alive? Maybe it started when every day became the same. Wake up, check the phone, work, eat, scroll, sleep, repeat. No surprises, no real moments. Just small hits of dopamine disguised as living. You don't notice it at first, because the world tells you this is normal. Everyone's tired, everyone's stressed, everyone's fine. But somewhere along the way, fine became the new empty. We fill every silence with noise, every space with screens, every thought with distraction. And then we wonder why nothing feels real anymore. Because you can't feel life when you're constantly trying to escape it. We replaced presence with performance, connection with content, reality with repetition, and it's killing something inside us. Slowly, quietly, every single day. There was a time when life had texture. You could feel it. The warmth of the sun didn't just hit your skin, it reached your soul. The rain didn't just fall, it sang. Conversations weren't typed, they were lived. Now everything's faster, shorter, louder, but emptier. We call it progress, but what if it's just disconnection wearing a mask? You keep chasing stimulation, thinking it'll make you feel alive. But all it does is make you forget what being alive even means. When was the last time you sat in silence and didn't reach for your phone? When was the last time you looked at the sky and didn't think about posting it? When was the last time you felt something without needing to explain it to the world? You see, the problem isn't that life isn't real anymore. It's that we stopped being real in it. We live through reflections, screens, filters, opinions, all carefully curated versions of ourselves. But every time you hide behind that, you lose another layer of what makes you human. And maybe that's why everything feels like a dream now. Because we're too afraid to wake up. We've built an entire culture around avoiding reality. Work until you're too tired to think. Watch something until you forget the day. Scroll until the world disappears. We keep running from the very thing we need the most, ourselves. But you can't outrun emptiness. It follows you. It grows in silence. And one day, you wake up and realize you've been living but not alive. And that realization hurts, because deep down, you remember. You remember when things mattered. You remember when a song could make you feel everything, when a moment could stop time. When you could sit with someone, say nothing, and still feel connected. That version of you is still there. It's not gone. It's just buried. Under exhaustion, under noise, under pressure to be everything but yourself. The way back isn't easy, because real life isn't easy. It's uncomfortable, it's quiet, it demands your attention, but that's where truth lives. Not in perfection, but in presence. When you finally stop chasing the next thing, when you stop filling every second with something, you start hearing the parts of yourself that got lost. At first it's strange. It might even feel worse, because silence reveals everything you've been avoiding. But if you stay with it long enough, you start to notice small things. The way the light moves across your room, the sound of your breathing, The heartbeat you forgot was there. That's reality calling you back. Not the one on a screen, not the one built from notifications and likes, the one that exists when everything else stops. And the more time you spend there, the more the world starts to come alive again. You start tasting your food again, not just eating it. You start listening, not just hearing. You start feeling, not just existing. And that's when you realize something. Reality was never gone. You just stopped noticing it. Because nothing feels real when you stop being real yourself. The world doesn't need to slow down for you to feel again. You need to slow down. You need to step out of the noise, out of the race, out of the illusion that faster means better. You don't need more excitement. You need more awareness. You don't need more people. You need more connection. And you don't need more life. You just need to actually live the one you already have. So next time everything feels fake, don't panic. Don't run. Don't numb it away. Sit with it. Look around. Feel the weight of being human again. Reality might feel distant, but it's still here, quietly waiting for you to return. Maybe when you finally stop trying to make life perfect, you'll realize it's been real all along.